Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. Thank you guys, as always, for your support over at Patreon and members. And we want to thank Mike, Allison, and Barbara, our three newest members over at Patreon. You know, there's been 3 days of geomagnetic storming, and it's still not over. So, still elevated levels on the KP index. How are you guys feeling? Meanwhile, Asteroid 2025 TF just flew by at 260 miles above Antarctica. Might sound like a lot. That's not a lot. That's a real close call. It's actually the second closest flyby on record. Are we getting ready for some sort of impact? There's so much going on when we look up into the skies. And yet, this is breaking news. NASA is officially offline at the most critical moment in the observation of Object 3I Atlas. Due to lapse in federal government funding, NASA is not updating the website. Right when Atlas is making its closest approach to Mars. Isn't that a coincidence? Yeah, here you see Dylan Borland, a UAP whistleblower, says his brake lines were cut to stage a suicide. He's also faced career sabotage, harassment, VA obstruction, and icy phishing attacks, all for speaking out. Very, very interesting. He also says that 2 of his drawings were taken by the government and immediately locked inside a special access program. He thinks this proves that we are not alone. You know, when you look at just the coincidences that abound in this world. We go back to the works of Nikola Tesla that was basically grabbed by the government. And it so happens that 45, who's also 47, his relative was in charge of that. It's just all these coincidences. Oh, by the way, President Trump just posted this. Now, the music is Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper. So I got to be careful because if you have probably about 4 seconds of the music, you will get a copyright strike. But the words have been changed. And so what do we see coming is, is basically he's kind of saying that their time has come. Now their time has come. Here the power is gone, and showing the Capitol there. There's Vance on drums. Russ Vought is the Reaper. He wields the pen, the funds, and the brain. Here comes the Reaper. Dems, you babies, here comes the Reaper. Going to tie your hands. Here comes the Reaper. Won't be able to fly. Here comes the Reaper. Cry, baby, end your plan. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's kind of cute. It's kind of interesting. When you say this and show this video as we head into the holiday season, here comes the Reaper, and one of them says won't be able to fly. As we're looking at the zombie apocalypse approaching, it's very, very curious. In case you don't know, Russell Voigt is an American government official, Christian nationalist, conservative political analyst, who served as the 44th, there's a prime power number there, director of the Office of Management and Budget since 2025. Well, we'll touch on this before going to the next part, which is going to tie into what we were just talking about. There was a massive explosion and fireball at the Chevron oil refinery tonight. Yeah, this was a big one, and no confirmed information on casualties or injuries. Again, when you're at war and you have the potential for being hit as a reality, obviously fuel is one of the main targets. All sorts of anything that would be useful in a wartime operation, as there's warfare going on on more than one level. As we've said, there's something internally going on, quite obviously, and then there's the external situation. Putin talked for 4 hours yesterday, addressing the public, talking about how Europe is instigating this war and fomenting this war, which could be over quicker in Ukraine if there was reasonable solutions that could be had. Yeah, we understand there's a lot of profits in war. Now, won't be able to fly. The 2 Delta planes that collided yesterday over here, taxiing at LaGuardia Airport. These were taxiing. They were not up in the air. They were on the ground, but absolutely smashed. Luckily, no major injuries. Yeah, we've talked about this. Does somebody not want us to fly? Because we've had so many issues with planes. It's just every other day it feels like there's something that's going on. Miraculously, nobody injured. But yeah, there were nobody majorly injured. There were minor injuries. Certainly a lot of damage done to the planes. How could this happen? What's going on with air traffic control? What's going on with the pilots? Are people thinking clearly? And this goes back to the zombie apocalypse. Are people thinking clearly, or is there something else going on that's interfering with our ability to focus, to think clearly, and to reason in so many ways? Now, a rogue planet has a record growth rate of 6.6 billion tons per second. Wow, so that's double 3.3. Just saying, again, there's so many coincidences. Now, this rogue planet doesn't orbit any star. It's called CHA 1107-7626. It's outside of our solar system, 620 light years from Earth, in the Chameleon constellation. Chameleons, they could kind of blend in with their environment. Not quite shape-shifting, but, definitely towards the reptilian side of things. I wonder if there's any sort of, coincidence there as well. So, this is a big one. This has a mass 5 to 10 times that of Jupiter, so it's gigantic, which obviously Jupiter is the largest planet we know of in our solar system officially, and it's getting bigger every second. It's estimated to be 1 million to 2 million years old. It's still forming. It's a baby. Wow, this is going to be something massive. At 6.6 billion tons per second, you just wonder who comes out with these numbers. What's the communication trying to say? Why does this guy look so strange? This is a famous video again. His head looks kind of elongated. You might wonder if he's wearing a mask, or is he perhaps some sort of alien shapeshifter? There are, and this is one of the big reveals to me in just, the last month or two, realizing how many non-souled Homo sapiens there are walking amongst us right now. I think the number is far higher than I had thought, honestly. And here you have a granite core sample, perfectly carved concentric drill marks found in Egypt. So, how do we get these things that are so old, obvious technology? What really is our history? Again, it's not what we've been taught. That's the bottom line. And again, there's a lot more entities in our neighborhood and walking the planet that are not what they seem to be. Now, this guy, he found the jackpot all right. As he's going to town, he thinks he found paradise. He's found a little heaven here on Earth. Can't believe his luck. Yes, Earth is bountiful. There's no need for any of the shortages we see. There's no need for any of the tension. I don't believe we really need to have these nonstop wars. I think it's all just a construct that allows a very, very old and tired power structure to continue going forward. Again, everything is being revealed. It's only a matter of time. And yet, unfortunately, there are some that will refuse to wake up and just want to keep, popping those blue pills instead of taking the red pill and waking up. As always, guys, we thank you for your support. Come and join us over on Patreon. You can get exclusive videos over there for as little as $1 a month. There are different tiers and also different benefits to the tiers. Source bless and namaste.